TarotInspiration. I am Ramona, and today's reading is messages from your chakras. So I do have chakra cards for each of your 7 chakras, a tarot card for each of them, healing, and then 2 different self-care, shine from within messages for each of your chakras. We're going to check in on the health of your chakras, see what messages each of them may have for you. And if there may be any recommendations for self-care in regards to healing your chakras. Now, your chakras, a lot of you may know, it's part of the yogic system, and saying, there are some main energy centers of your body. So there's 7 main ones, and I think there's overall, 140 some. I don't know the exact number. But they all will interact. But these are the main energy centers of your body, and they do represent different developmental stages. There's different elements regarding each of your chakras, and says if something it has kind of went wrong, or there's some trauma or something in those developmental stages, you may have something going on in those energy centers. Maybe they are not open, or they're blocked, or something to that effect. Let's see. So we're just going to see what's going on and see if your chakras are healthy, what they have to say to you, how they could inform your healing, improve your life, your energy, all those different things. So I do have 3 piles for you here, and which I will introduce in a moment. So we do have a lot of cards, since we have 4 cards per chakra, so that's 28 cards. And if you would like a personal private reading with me, we can do that. You can take a visit to my Etsy shop. If there's not a reading there specific to what you're looking for, you can send me an email and we can talk about that. If you would like to make a donation to my channel to help me to continue to create content, I have Cash App and PayPal. Also, I have a giveaway. Once I reach 3,000 subscribers, I will be randomly choosing from the people who follow the instructions down in the description box as to how to enter that giveaway. And so then it would be 2 free 1 question readings. So it would be basically any question, and it would be videotaped, kind of like I do on YouTube. And let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, I don't think so. So I am going to introduce your piles and get into your readings. Pile number 1 is this, I think this is a red jasper. This also would be associated with the root chakra, but just take whatever you're drawn to, because we're going to talk about all the chakras. And this is pile 2, which is the selenite heart. So this could be associated with a heart chakra, since it's a heart, but selenite is known to cleanse all of the chakras. Actually, it's known to cleanse your, pull away bad energy from any of your crystals and different things like that. So it can cleanse all of your crystals, and so I'm guessing it could be related to all of your chakras. And then the celestite, typically has to do with connection with spirit guides, spirituality, crown chakra. So whichever you're drawn to, we are going to talk about all the chakras in every pile. So go ahead, choose your pile or piles, and we will get into your reading. If you chose this red jasper or red agate crystal, and this reading is messages from your chakras. So we're going to get into it. We have a lot of cards here for you. Let's hope to get them all on screen. And each of these represent your chakras. So the cards represent your root chakra. We have soulmate. And your sacral chakra, we have passion. Your solar plexus chakra, joy. Then from your heart chakra, we have grief. Let's see, are we going to be able to fit all of these? I hope so. From your throat chakra, we have expansion. Your third eye chakra is balance. And we're going to put this over here. And your crown chakra is creation. So overall, I am feeling like your chakras are pretty in balance here. They look pretty healthy and pretty in balance, but we do have tarot cards as well. So the tarot cards, it's going to be one for each of your chakras. And we have, for the root chakra, the Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Cups. Then for your sacral chakra, we have the Four of Emotions, the Four of Cups. Then from your solar plexus chakra, we have the Six of Voices, or the Six of Swords. For your heart chakra, we have the Two of Inspiration. The throat chakra, the Queen of Materials, or the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Materials for your balance, or for your Ajna chakra, or your third eye chakra. The Five of Pentacles. And then we have card number 14, Temperance, for your crown chakra. So I'll get to the other cards in a little bit. So let's talk about your chakras. So your first chakra, that is representative of your roots, like where you come from in the world, your family of origin, also the developmental ages of 0 to 7. So this really centers around that part of your life. And if you have any issues with feeling secure, safe, rooted, grounded, feeling like your needs are going to be met, it's about survival. This area, it's at the root, the base of your spine, and it's represented by the color red. And here you have soulmate and you have Queen of Emotions. So I'm feeling if you did not have a good relationship with a mother figure, that you have healed that, because it does feel like a very close relationship. You have soulmate, and then you have this card of the mother. So you may have a very close relationship with your mother. You may feel like she's your soulmate, and you may have also been related in past lives. Your mother could have been prominent in your life. You could have had a single parent that was very kind, nurturing, and caring towards you. Or the alternative is you've been able to do that for yourself. You've been able to mother and nurture yourself as you've gotten older. And it does very much seem like in this you are secure. And you probably do display the qualities of the Queen of Cups, of being intuitive, emotional, nurturing. So I feel your groundedness comes with love, and your roots have a lot to do with love. So even if you have had a difficult childhood, you have really healed that, and love has healed that. Maybe your own self-love, or also love from some maternal type of figure or feminine figure in your life. it feels like you may have also been born with, a very open third eye here. And you could very well be a healer, which is at your roots. And you could feel connected with water. Some of you might be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And your next chakra, passion, is representing that, which would say that's a very good, healthy chakra as well. Because it does represent passion. Passion, sexuality, it is like in your pelvis area. So if you like between your pelvic bones, beneath your belly button, and it's represented by orange. The element is water, and we do have water that's clarifying this for you. Although it's the 4 of water. So you could have a passion in being a caregiver. You could be nurses, doctors. You could like to volunteer. And I think that connection emotionally, it inspires you. You seem like an emotionally inspired person. So definitely paying attention to and serving your emotions is going to be very helpful for you. At the same time, with the 4 of emotions here, like this person, I don't know if you've had a grandparent or a parent who's had Alzheimer's disease, or someone like who was a person a person in your life who was significant, and it felt like, someone you really knew, but they became unfamiliar. Kind of where like Alzheimer's or dementia comes in some sense like that, where they're still in the same body, but they don't seem like the same person anymore. So there could be a feeling of disconnect and sadness in that regard. Also, this could be with sexuality, with your sexuality, if maybe you don't fully express your sexuality. Maybe you fear judgment in that sense of displaying your sexuality, because the 4 of emotions really seems kind of bored. So you have passion and kind of boredom here. And so there's something, I think there is a little bit of a block here, even though it's generally healthy with the passion. I think there's a block that's saying that self-expression is important to you. Very important. And making that connection, possibly with some older people in your life, or even volunteering and connecting with people of greater wisdom, as in life experience, people who are older, basically, who've gone through it. I think it's going to be very helpful for you to heal that aspect. You also may be someone who acts, who's creative, who reads, who writes. And if there's any question about this, this is a sign that is something for you to pursue. And don't sit on it. Actually start to do it in whatever way you need. And I think that will bring to life your sacral chakra. Your next one is your solar plexus chakra. That's usually represented by the color yellow. And that's about your authenticity, your self-esteem. It's the I am chakra. It's also representative of the ego. And it looks like you have a very healthy ego. It looks like you're very joyful. I'm definitely seeing some Leo energy here within your solar plexus chakra. Feels like a very strong chakra. I think your self-expression definitely makes you stand out. And with the 6 of voices, I do feel like there are some things or people that you have left behind, or this could be saying you need to leave it behind, and you would know who it is, that suppress your joy or suppress who you are as a person. This is about the fire element as well. So creativity, expression, passion, your joy, being comfortable in who you are. It's about you. It's about your ego. And moving away from that is going to unlock your joy. But generally speaking, within yourself, I mean, you have joy as for your solar plexus chakra. And so I'm feeling that is a pretty open and healthy chakra for you. Like, you're confident in who you are as a person. You are authentic. Now we move on to the heart chakra. And the heart chakra here indicates grief. And she is holding a pet. So there is a feeling. It could be a mother figure. It could be a grandparent. It could be a pet. There is some sadness in your heart. And this could be compassion also. Like feeling bad for animals who are mistreated, or if you've lost a pet or a friend, or maybe you just have heart for people who are in grief. And if there's any of that grief and sadness in your heart, I think here with the Two of Inspiration, that's all about planning, looking into the future, what do you want to do next? What do you want to do with your future? What does this pain right now? How can you use that to empower yourself? Because a lot of people, when they have experienced great losses, it actually inspires them to change laws, to create foundations to help other people in those situations. And I think that this chakra, this heart chakra, is informing you that you have a great empathy for other people. And it's something for you to look forward to in the future, to how to channel that grief or that compassion and empathy for people into healing. Somehow healing and doing something good in the world. Because this is the interim chakra, that connects these basic things. So we do have, the survival chakra. Then this is, 8 to 14 years old, if anything occurred there specifically. And then this, for the solar plexus, you have 15 to 22, and then 23 on. I mean, you could be in these developmental stages, we continue to develop and we go back and develop, so it doesn't mean that, but you can kind of take a look at that time of your life and see why there would possibly be an imbalance of something you need to heal. So we got 7, 14, 21, 28. So 28, 29 to 35 or so here in the heart chakra. And then your next chakra, the throat chakra, we have expansion. So I feel, and with the Queen of Materials, I feel like your voice is very important. Like I said here, with this creativity aspect. Like, your voice is very important. We have Empress energy here, plus the Queen of Pentacles. It's like, I think your voice can make you money. You speaking your truth, or even making space for others to speak their truth. And having that very honest, open communication. This also feels like a very healthy chakra. It's like, this woman, the Queen of Materials, she knows who she is. She's rooted, she's grounded. She is not afraid to speak her truth. So I feel like your throat chakra is really going to help you expand in this life. And I do feel like the spirits speak through you. You're going to help to create growth and expansion for others also through your voice. And next we have, from the Ajna chakra, we have balance. And these people look a little bit angry. So you could have something on your mind. It could be a divorce, a separation. Maybe there's some people in your family, and it's not necessarily your divorce or separation. Maybe your parents, siblings, someone in your family that makes you feel left out in the cold, or maybe this is something you fear, something that's on your mind about your stability and where you fit in. And this could very much be something you think about or you fear. So this would be, I think, it does say balance for the chakra, but with the 5 of materials and the people that look very upset with each other. Or maybe you overthink or just fear it. Maybe it hasn't happened, but you have that fear. So somehow addressing that is going to help you. And I think that has affected your third eye chakra. So working on your third eye, I mean, a lot of it is meditation. It is this purple color, indigo color. Eating foods with that color is helpful, like green grapes, eggplants, things like that. Working with amethyst is also helpful. You hear my kitty cat? Maybe even getting in touch with a pet might be helpful to open up that chakra to make you feel more balanced. And I do feel like you need to move away from that overthinking aspect. And meditation does help you to do that. I mean, even sometimes distraction. And here, your crown chakra, this is creation, and this person looks like they're in touch with their ancestors and with nature. And with the Temperance card, that's usually an angel on that card. So I feel like you're very in touch with your spirit guides, your angels, the source, whatever you call the spiritual realm. I feel like you're very connected. You're on a purpose. You're on your mission. You are growing. I feel like you're very spiritual. You're protected. And your crown chakra is very open. You're just very well connected spiritually. And we have open lotus flowers. So I feel like this chakra is very much in balance. And according to your spirituality, it says to me, keep on doing what you're doing. Okay, so now I have more of these healing messages for each of your chakras. And for your base chakra, for your root chakra, we have unleash your inner wild child. Get up and dance. And then we have, for your sacral chakra, stay away from drama today. Solar plexus chakra, treat yourself to something beautiful today. And your heart chakra, create your own happiness. This is shine from inside. And then for your throat chakra, commit to self-care rituals. Your third eye chakra, forgive somebody, forgive someone. That really matches with the message from there. And then for your crown chakra, we have practice feng shui, create a sacred space. And then from the self-care oracle, for your root chakra, we have card number 4, be still. Get up and dance and be still. Yeah, spirit. And then we have self-care, card number 42, read, for your sacral chakra. And she's reading. Interesting. Then we have for your solar plexus chakra, we have card number 24, flow like water. Even though that's a fire element, but flow like water. And for your heart chakra, we have Burning Bowl Ritual. Card number 7. For your throat chakra, we have card number 22, Energy Work. And your Ajna chakra, or your third eye chakra, we have card number 41, Positive Affirmations. Since she has a nice little third eye up there. And finally, for your crown chakra, we have Sweet Treat. All right, so for your root chakra, we have both, that tells me balance. Take the time to be still and connect with yourself, connect with the earth, like really lay down on the earth if you get a chance, and allow the earth to support you, because that is about rooted groundedness and support. And unleash your inner wild child. Get up and dance. And I'm feeling like you can do that when you feel rooted, safe, and secure, and your root chakra is healthy. To be you, be wild, dance. And I think, or whatever you want to do, whatever makes you feel good. And that is about, young childhood. So really connect with your root chakra and your young childhood. And I think that really will bring you a balance there. And with the sacral chakra, we have both read and stay away from drama. And I was picking up acting, and maybe it's something you have to read, maybe read scripts or read about whatever craft it is you're looking into. Also, if you have a person in your life that we were talking about who you may feel disconnected from, maybe read up if there's an illness or something to that effect. Read up on that. I think that might help you. Also, take some time on your own near the water, if possible at all, to just meditate and contemplate. And, if there is drama, remove yourself from it, if at all possible. I think that's kind of clear with that card, but now with the solar plexus chakra, we have treat yourself to something beautiful today and flow like water. So with that joy card, it does look like she's very much flowing, and you do have the 6 of voices, which has a symbolic thing of water. Like, just go with the flow. Don't, the ego likes to resist for some reason. So this is telling you just to flow with it. And even if no one else gives you something beautiful, do it for yourself. Flowers are going to really help to engage your third chakra. If you like swimming, I think that's going to help you as well. Or even, spiritual baths, along with affirmations, because we do have affirmations. And then for your heart chakra, like we were saying about planning for the future, and it says create your own happiness and burning bowl ritual. So that looking into the future, it's like, what is going to make you happy? What is going to turn your grief into joy? And you have joy and grief next to each other. How can you alchemize that to bring joy instead? And you are the creator of your destiny. And then with this burning bowl ritual, if there's anything that is grieving you, is hurting you, and this is saying, write it down, symbolize it some way in the physical realm, and ritualistically and safely, burn it. Like the little pieces of paper, make sure you do it safely, but symbolically cleanse that space, cleanse that aura. Or even if you sage your heart space, that might help, or Palo Santo, something like that. But definitely write those things down that you need to release and do the ritual of letting it go. I think connecting with the moon phases will also help your heart heal. And next we have for the throat chakra, and you had expansion there with the Queen of Materials. Then we have commit to self-care rituals and energy work. So maybe you need energy work, but I also see you expanding. So maybe you're someone who will do energy work, and your voice will change will alchemize the energy of other people, will help to heal their energy. And committing to self-care, once again, the Queen of Materials is someone who will also care for herself. She cares for her family, her friends, her business, her work, her colleagues. She cares for everything. And what's most important, she does care for herself and able to, in order to have that energy. And maybe you need to do a facial or any kind of beauty. Just get into a ritual of self-care. Whatever things you enjoy. It could be 1, 2, or 3 things that just make you feel good. Meditation, or you could do a facial while you're doing a meditation, or whatever makes you feel good is going to help to bring that into balance. Although it does look very good. Anyway, so Ajna, we have forgive someone, and we have positive affirmations. So this does make sense with some kind of a break in a relationship, or a family, or a divorce, or feeling abandoned, left out in the cold. And so in order to bring this into balance, it's like, it says forgive someone. Is there any forgiveness that needs to be done? And forgiveness is not saying that what they did was right. It's just releasing it to the universe, believing, because there will be karma, there will be justice. At some point, they will receive it, whether you see it or not. And you don't need to hold on to bitterness and anger, or go over and over in your mind. Just help yourself to just release it. And look, they're both holding their hands together. Maybe prayer will help you if you do pray, or just, it's like that, the prayer hands in front of your heart. It's going to release your heart and also release your third eye. So you're going to be able to see much more clearly. And saying positive affirmations about yourself, because here we have, I love myself, brave, beautiful, I choose love, I am worthy, I am grateful, I am happy, I am healthy. So hurting people hurt people. So whatever happened here, it's not personal to you. It's their own journey. And they may have hurt you out of what they have done. But it wasn't about hurting you. It does not say you're unworthy, or you're, you don't deserve love, or something like that. You do deserve love. You are worthy. That had nothing to do with you. That had to do with their own journey, their pain, their trauma, their difficulties. It's not you. And I think that's going to really help you to just release that. And forgiveness, I feel, is like releasing, not trying to force by your own will justice, because justice will prevail. And for your crown chakra, finally, we have practice feng shui, create a sacred space. And I think maybe many of you do have altars, so even if you do just an altar, or look into feng shui, allowing that flow of energy. I feel like inviting those ancestors in, those spirit guides. It's going to be very helpful for you, a place for you to meditate, or just contemplate, or to journal, whatever, things like that. And sweet treat. So be mindful also of your physical body. You can take the time to indulge yourself. That doesn't make you non-spiritual because you indulge physically. You know what I'm saying? Because you are a physical being. You are a spiritual being in a physical body, and there's a reason you manifested on this earth, and there's a reason that you have, desires. If you want a sweet treat, have a sweet treat. Basically, this is saying, reminding you, yes, you are a spiritual being, And yes, you do have a body and you have wants, needs, and desires. And sometimes you would like to indulge. Do it. All right, so that's what I have for you, pile one. And that was a 30-minute reading. Uh, so I guess that's what we're going to do. I hope that inspired and encouraged you, gave you some insight. Let's see. What does the healthiest, most beautiful chakra look like here? Put something, I don't know, you have several pretty healthy chakras. Let's put something representative of joy to you in the comments if this resonated. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Namaste. And welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose the selenite heart. And so you could be drawn to your heart chakra. This also is selenite is a cleansing stone for all other stones. So this could just indicate balance and alignment and just a general balancing and cleansing of all the chakras. So first I'm going to get into the health of your chakras and messages from them, and also what you could do to heal them or any messages regarding those chakras. And let's get into it. For your root chakra, we have renewal. And then for your sacral chakra, we have service. The solar plexus chakra is miracle. For your heart chakra, we have perception. And then your throat chakra is isolation. Your third eye chakra, mysticism. And your crown chakra is impartiality. So generally speaking, overall, from these cards here alone, it looks like your chakra system is pretty healthy. Pretty healthy, pretty good, pretty balanced. But we'll get more into specifics. And I have a tarot card for each of them. And from the root chakra, we have 5 of inspiration, or the 5 of wands, and the Knight of Voices for the sacral chakra, or the Knight of Swords. Then we have the 10 of inspiration for the solar plexus chakra. That's the 10 of wands. For the heart chakra, we have the Muse of inspiration, which is the King of Wands. Then for the throat chakra, we have the Moon. And the third eye chakra, we have the 7 of materials, or the 7 of pentacles. And finally, for the crown chakra, we have the Muse of emotions, or the King of Cups. So starting with the root chakra, and this is, this chakra is represented by red, and it's at the base of your spine, and it also represents your developmental ages between 0 and 7 years old, typically. And you may have been one of many children, maybe one of 5 children, or have had a lot of, conflicting energies in that time in your life. And while you were really developing there, but it does look like you have created a sense of renewal, of balance in that area. Looks like you're grounded and secure. I think you have done healing on your sense of security, your finances, your groundedness, your stability, and your security. I think you've done a very good job with that, because it does seem like you had conflict, competition. Maybe you did compete for your parents' attention, or I'm hearing foster care for some people. Maybe you were not in your family of origin for some of you, but it's like you've done a really good job of creating that stability for yourself and that harmony and a sense of renewal and security and safety within yourself. So now for the sacral chakra, we have service. And so you could be a person who is in service. This is represented by orange, and that's like in your pelvis area, and that would be 8 to 14 years old. You could have had a parent or a grandparent who was sick, or there was someone that you watched be a caregiver during that period of time in your life, or maybe you were the caregiver. And I think this has made you, because we have the Knight of Swords here. So I think that has made you someone who, sometimes you may have a sharp tongue, or you're very quick-witted as well. So like you're on with your words. You're like very precise with your words, and you come in quickly. You may not necessarily think a lot before you speak. Like you just cut through the BS. And I think a lot of that comes from your sacral chakra. And I feel like it's out of a desire of caring for others. It's coming from, I'm sensing that is, if your enemy is thirsty, give him something to drink. So I feel like you're that type of a person. And this does have to do with your creativity, your sexuality. It has the water element in it, and just your passion. Uh-oh, my kitty cat just turned off my stuff. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. My cat did some stuff. Anyhow, so moving on from the sacral chakra right now into the solar plexus chakra, and this is the fire element, and it's about your self, your ego, you taking action. And it looks like you've probably been a person who's overly responsible. I would not be surprised if you had to take care of younger siblings, if you were a caretaker for a parent, if you were a caretaker for someone in your life, particularly your childhood, because it seems like you have carried a great weight of burden. And it's like that yourself has been strained. Your personal power has been strained, because that is a big burden, but it does feel like you're releasing it, and you're going to feel much lighter very soon, if you don't already, with this miracle, because you have this miracle, and she's like this ethereal being that's just like rising and has this lightness about her or him. And so I feel like there's going to be a release for you from that responsibility. And I do feel like you are getting more into alignment with who you really are, outside of all of your responsibilities and maybe your titles and things like that, that you are really getting that more of a sense of who you truly are. And releasing those burdens, the responsibilities of everyone else. Because it does seem like you're kind of a person who may be a person of service. So sometimes maybe you neglect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because of taking care of everybody else. Or maybe that's just generally what you do. You take care of everybody else. Wanting people to be happy, being a people pleaser. Maybe you felt like you had to do that for your own sense of worth. But I think that is you are healing that and you're changing that. And we do have some healing messages as well, for any, suggestions from Spirit as to what could help you heal some stuff and bring things into balance and alignment, your chakras. And now from the heart chakra, we have Perception. And she looks like a Disney princess to me. Maybe Snow White, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Dwarfs. There we go. Okay. So I feel like you're definitely empathic, and you also have a mysticism card here. So I do feel like you would be the psychic group. You're the empathic group. Your heart chakra is really lit up because look at that jade, and that's like that energy center. So I really think you have a good perception of other people. You have great compassion in your heart. And I feel like within your heart, you're a prince or a princess. I like that. I think that's very sweet. But that's not to underestimate you. I think there's, you could be a romantic too, because I'm feeling like a fairy tale love. And you have the Muse of Inspiration. So if you're a masculine, I'm feeling like this is your heart energy. It's very passionate, very inspired. You have a very passionate, compassionate, inspired heart, masculine or feminine. And I feel like, someone who wants that fairy tale love. So either you're the one going to be the pursuer. If you're in the masculine energy, if you're in the feminine energy, you want someone to sweep you off your feet. And I feel like that is coming for you because this is, the energy in your heart, and it's drawing that into you. So I feel some very good stuff in your heart space. And next we come up onto your throat chakra. And that's about your expression to the world, and your ability to listen to other people. And there's that sense of isolation. You have isolation and the moon. So that could mean that you did lose someone, you lost a relationship, or you have not found the relationship that you want in your life at this point. I don't know, some of you could have been left at the altar or feel like you're left in the dark. Like there's a sense of mystery here. So maybe you do feel isolated, maybe like you are unable to speak your truth, or someone else is hiding something from you, because it is about hearing and listening as well. And there's something very emotional about, maybe you have a difficult time like expressing emotion. You do seem like you don't want to hurt people. You are a people pleaser of some sort. So it's like here with this service and stuff, it's like you have your voice, but it's very intellectual. Your voice is intellectual, and I feel like your throat chakra is wanting you and asking you to speak your emotions, to speak from your heart. Whatever's in the dark, to speak it in the light. And your next chakra is your Ajna chakra, or your third eye chakra. And we have mysticism. So you definitely could be a psychic, a mystic, very attuned with spirituality. And it's like you are growing it. So wherever you are now, it's going to be much stronger as time goes on. Because the Seven of Pentacles is, getting ready to harvest. Something you've really cared for and invested in. So I feel like you probably are investing in your spirituality, in your third eye, in your clairsentience, voyance, all of that, audience. And I feel a very psychic energy here from you, and that is growing and expanding, and you're going to be able to harvest that. You could very well be gifted in that area. So definitely a psychic pile, because then we have the moon. We have the moon. It seems like very empathic energy, miraculous energy. Then we come to the crown chakra. And impartiality would speak to me as being A person who has a very open mind, i.e. an open crown chakra with the muse of emotions, which is the King of Cups. So I feel like you're really in touch with the masculine spiritual energy with the King of Cups. So masculine and spiritual are kind of like a balance of feminine and masculine. So it's like there's a unity and an open-mindedness regarding your spiritual connection. Your crown chakra is definitely open, and I do feel like you would make a good counselor, a healer, someone to bring peace and justice in whatever field that you would work in, among family and friends, in your community. So now I'm gonna pull these cards from, well, I already pulled them, but about advice and maybe messages about how to heal or other things that'll strengthen your chakras. And then for your root chakra, we have turn criticism into kindness. Sacral chakra, your soul whispers love, your ego shouts fear. From your, and this actually really matches for your solar plexus chakra, we have remove the limiting labels you're wearing. And let me read the labels it has on this mask here. Unintelligent, shy, not enough, fat, frail, sickly, delicate, slut, ugly, lacking, delicate, weak, ignorant, empty, bitch, spineless, unattractive, not enough, lazy, sad, tired, unhealthy. So remove the limiting labels you're wearing. Next, for the heart chakra, we have release self-doubt, let go of fear. The throat chakra, trust your intuition, she's always right. And that makes sense with that moon energy there. For your third eye chakra, we have celebrate yourself, you deserve it. Yay! And from your crown chakra, your reality is a reflection of your inner world, which is very fitting with your crown chakra. From the self-care oracle, for your root chakra, we have card number 37, music. And your sacral chakra, perfect, connect with your womb. That's if you're feminine. But you can also connect with the feminine aspect too. And this is like where the sacral chakra is, basically, where the womb would be, where your sexual organs are. And next we have, for the solar plexus chakra, card number 53, use your hands. For your heart chakra, we have card number 13, connect with the earth. For the throat chakra, we have create art. And next, for the third eye chakra, it says build strength. And she actually has a third eye right there, an eye on her forehead, which the rest of these do not. So it matches up perfectly. And finally, for your crown chakra, we have aromatherapy. Okay, so for your root chakra, very fitting, turn criticism into kindness and music. So maybe you did experience a lot of criticism in your youth. Some of you could have been bullied. And I do feel like you have matured and you've alchemized that. You've turned it into kindness because it looks like you are very empathetic. You're also open-minded. You're accepting of people because of that. And with this music, I'm feeling healing frequencies or drum circles, because like a drum, boom, 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 it's a pretty low vibration, and that can bring your root chakra into balance. So looking for those root chakra vibrations, or just like doing that drum will bring that chakra into alignment. And next, for your sacral chakra, we have connect with your womb, and your soul whispers love, your ego shouts fear. And it's perfect because you have this, that's the sacral chakra, your womb, where your womb is or where your sexual organs are. So I'm feeling like doing womb meditations may be very helpful, or just laying your hands on your womb, on your sacral chakra, putting crystals on your sacral chakra, like citrine, things like that. Orange crystals will be very helpful. Also, like particularly for the feminine, paying attention to your moon cycles and working on the balance there. You can eat orange foods as well. And it says, your soul whispers love, your ego shouts fear. So I think this is also indicating, because this is a part of your emotions, how your emotions flow. So to determine if it's like your intuition, if it's yelling at you, don't do that, blah, 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 blah. It's like overwhelming and yelling at you, it's probably coming from a space of fear. If it's that still small voice, that is what you need to listen to. So wait and allow those yelling voices in your mind to calm. And your soul, and listen to your soul, that still small voice, that whisper, that something is telling you. And that's going to lead you in the right direction. With your solar plexus chakra, we have remove the limiting labels you're wearing and use your hands. So part of what I'm thinking of this is, because this is about the self, and maybe you do have some of those ideas about yourself. I'm dumb, I can't do that, I can't do this, I'm this, I have this disability, I have that, I had this kind of thing, so I am limited, or I'm not pretty enough, or good enough, or handsome enough, or strong enough, or this or that or that. And your solar plexus chakra is asking you to put those things to bed. Maybe even write them down. Write them down and tear it up, put it in the garbage, and instead say something even a little bit better. Maybe I could do that. You know, an affirmation that's a step up, at least, from where you were in the past. Because you're going to grow. Because your solar plexus chakra doesn't want you to cut yourself down. It wants you to show the kindness to yourself that you show to others. And also, it says work with your hands. So it may be helpful for you to, physically do something. And it's interesting, she's making these pots. Maybe you do want to try pottery or something. And look at all those pots there. So maybe, try pottery. Something that is really going to get into your physical senses. I think it's going to help to balance this chakra out. And crap, I'm even thinking, like, creating one of these things, putting all these limiting beliefs that you think about yourself, break that shit, and create one that says the truth about who you are. I am worthy. I am intelligent. I am psychic. Because it does look like you're psychic here, honestly. All right, so for your heart chakra, we have release self-doubt, let go of fear. And fear is a blockage in the heart. So it does feel like you doubt yourself. And working on that is going to be very important. Doing heart chakra meditations, self-love meditations, self-love work, and connect with the earth. So taking a walk, actually putting your feet in the earth if at all possible, get into nature, like really breathe in nature. It's very cleansing, and I think it's going to be very cleansing for your heart. Being around things that are green, or just surrounding yourself with plants and flowing water and, you know, anything that is natural, part of nature. It's going to help your heart chakra. Now, for your throat chakra, we have trust your intuition, she's always right, and create art. So art, I do feel like, can express emotions that we can't maybe express verbally, and this could be a sign for you to draw out your emotions. Draw it out, paint it out, dance it out, you know, create something to express. And trust your intuition, she's always right. So it's like if you wonder about someone or a situation or think someone's keeping you in the dark or lying to you, and you have, you know, that sense, it's telling you again, because your soul whispers love, your ego shouts fear. And your intuition is strong and on point. So you're going to know, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, some of you may actually even want to get a tattoo that expresses something about who you are. And for your third eye chakra, we have this girl. It's like, I think you're working on strengthening your third eye. Meditation in particular does that. Wearing purple, doing magic around the color purple, surrounding yourself with purple frequencies, you know, working on having foods that will decalcify the pineal gland, different things like that. And also maybe working on your physical strength, or boxing or something like that will actually like increase the strength of your third eye. And it says celebrate yourself, you deserve it. So have a little party for yourself. Get yourself some drink, eat some nice food, dance with yourself, sing, just enjoy yourself, enjoy your company. You don't have to be with other people in order to celebrate you. But if you could be with other people and celebrate you, that'll be great too. So either way. And I think that's going to really help to open up your third eye. And finally, for your crown chakra, we have your reality is a reflection of your inner world. And it's definitely telling me you have a very beautiful mind. And with flowers being fragrant and asking for you to do aromatherapy, I think definitely researching aromatherapy, or just using aromas that you like in your household, or natural aromas, flowers, anything that really smells good, you know, captures your sense of smell, is going to make your crown chakra even more beautiful and open. It looks really good. It looks really good. Because see here too, it looks like her crown chakra is expanding with her aromatherapy. So that's really nice. Very pretty. Very nice. All these stars too. It's like you're really connected to the universe. You really are. So that is what I have for you, pile number 2. If that resonated with you, please put something that represents psychicness, being a psychic, intuitive, in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Namaste. Hi, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. This reading is messages from your chakras. So this has ended up being a pretty long reading. So you did choose, this is your reading if you chose the celestite crystal. The celestite does have a connection to, connecting to your spirit guides, your crown chakra, We also have some blue in it, so it could probably help your throat chakra as well. So maybe that's a crystal you would want to work with to balance your chakras. And first we're going to talk about like the health of your chakras basically, and then we're going to have some healing messages, maybe things you can do to bring it into balance. And we're going to get into it. Your root chakra, discovery. For your sacral chakra, we have guilt. And your solar plexus chakra, we have facade. And your heart chakra, we have trickery. From your throat chakra, we have impatience. Your third eye chakra, we have gratitude. And your crown chakra, we have instinct. And we have a tarot card for each of the chakras to give us some more information. For the root chakra, we have the 8 of emotions, or the 8 of cups. And for the sacral chakra, we have justice. The solar plexus chakra, we have facade. And, oh, sorry, the Fool. I'm feeling some people might have a name that starts with F here. Or you just want to tell people to F off. And for your heart chakra, we have the Wheel of Fortune. For your throat chakra, we have the 2 of emotions. And the Queen of Swords from the third eye chakra. And finally, for the crown chakra, we have the Page of Emotions, or the Page of Cups. All right. Messages from your chakras. First, we have the root chakra. And you have discovery. And this does talk about your first developmental stages from 0 to 7, which is really thought to be the most important developmental stage of your life. And I feel like you are even currently discovering who you truly are. Like, and there's like this pink hue here with this solar eclipse, it looks like, and with the moon in front of it. And then we have the moon here and all this pink. And I feel like you're discovering things about yourself. Maybe you're discovering your ancestry, your past lives. Look at this little flower. This flower here is dancing. And the person with the 8 of Cups, maybe you're walking away from what you believed, your experiences in your early childhood, and you're going, rather than allowing that to define you, you're going out into the world or into your own like hermit shell to discover who you truly are at your heart, what you want. You're on a journey. It's a spiritual journey to find who you are and find your stability in that aspect. And walking away from whatever maybe defined you in the past. And you're no longer letting that define you, but you're discovering your own self. And you're going on an inner and spiritual journey. So that's very nice. And then with the sacral chakra, we have guilt. And we have the Justice card. So with this guilt card, in the sacral chakra, that is where guilt may show up. because it has a lot to do with emotions. So all kinds of emotions and our connection with those emotions. So you could, it goes either way. You could have had a parent, because this is like 8 to 14 years old, 8 to 15, your developmental stages. Maybe you had an addiction issue, or, felt like, I don't know, maybe there was the good sibling and the bad sibling, or maybe parents expressed that on some level, or, I'm feeling like, or maybe you could have, like, you had a parent with an alcohol problem and you kind of feel guilty that you didn't help them, or you didn't do something, But I do feel that there's going to be justice for that's going to come into balance and harmony. And I don't feel like there is a need for you to feel guilty. I think karma is balancing, and you're going to be able to feel much better about that. If you've had your own addiction issues that you felt guilty about, I feel like you're going to make amends and do what you can do and forgive yourself and allow yourself to be a human being. And also not to take responsibility for the actions of others, but only for your own actions. And if anyone has harmed you, I feel like justice will be done, justice will be served. And karma always comes in a balance. And next, for your solar plexus chakra, we have Facade and the Fool. So this is your identity, this is your ego, your confidence, all of those things, okay? And you could have had a parent that passed away, a grandparent, someone in your life that maybe you didn't know fully who they were. Maybe you've discovered out more who they were than before. Like, they kind of put on a facade, and maybe in some sense, that is what you have done in your past, but you move from facade to the Fool. And the Fool is someone willing to take risks, someone that will just, you're definitely going on a spiritual journey, because that's the beginning of the spiritual journey. And the beginning here, I think, is within the self, and taking that adventure and looking into those things and redefining yourself based on yourself rather than your family of origin, or what your parents did, or what your siblings did, or what someone else did to you. That you're discovering a new path and understanding that you don't have to go into the footsteps of somebody else to be worthy, to matter, to be important. That you and your own self, you are important. And I think you're taking a very youthful, adventurous journey here. It feels very exciting. It feels like, separating yourself to what once defined you. That message continues to come through. And for your heart chakra, we have trickery, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you may have been born in the year of the dragon. So we have this nice little dragon here. He looks cute. And he's holding a nut, and we have that little squirrel there, squirreling away the nuts and saving. So in some way, what I'm feeling is like you hold back. You might hold back your feelings, hold back, because maybe some of your feelings, in your survival mode, if you did deal with like a household where there was substance use abuse, or some, just level of dysfunction, you may have learned that it was going to be safer to hold back your feelings and hold things back for yourself. I mean, even if, maybe there was some lack, even some poverty, and so you would like hold back some things to yourself, or you wouldn't get any, and I'm feeling like this is saying that if that is the case, that you're going to have a change of heart and find out that the more freely you give love, the more freely you receive love. And there is not a lack. There's not a lack of it in this world, whether or not you see that. And I feel like you're going to get more in touch with that love of the universe within your heart. And you're not going to hold back anymore. It's like you have that facade as well. And then you have trickery. And it feels like holding back because he's holding his little nuts. And he doesn't want to give his nut to this little squirrel. But they look very cute together. It's like they're having a cute, to me. And the squirrel wants to get this big nut. I mean, who wouldn't? And he's like, ooh, look at that giant nut. It's bigger than all of my nuts. Well, it's an acorn. But I feel like you're also realizing that other people's love toward you is not as valuable as the love you have already. Their love isn't bigger. Their love isn't better. Their love isn't more satisfying than with what's within your own heart. That you can be satisfied in your love. I don't know how else to say it. So I really feel like the winds of change are turning in your favor in the aspect of love and compassion. This is like your connection with the world. It's like the bottom 3 chakras are more about the self, and this is the interim chakra, like between the spiritual, the outside world, and the inside world. And this is the bridge. So I feel like you're really bridging that gap here. And next we have the throat chakra, and we have impatience, and we have the 2 of emotions. And throat chakra is about speaking your mind, speaking your truth, also about listening and holding space. And with impatience, look at this guy, instead of like getting the moon, he wants to just like take the freaking ladder and go up and get it. Like he's trying to force a situation. And that really is impatience, is trying to force something to happen before it's time, before it's fruition. And I'm feeling like that's something you are learning here. And I think you have really good heartfelt communication here with the 2 of Cups. It's like that is very much in alignment. The only thing is maybe you just want to do it now. You want to get it now. You want to have that communication now. And I think the only message here is like you're a beautiful communicator. Beautiful listener. I think you have, because this is like soulmate energy here, and people who are really in alignment, and you and yourself being, your higher self being in alignment. And I feel you already have that which you seek, that which you want to grab. I think that is already within you. It's something you're already attracting, and there's nothing you have to do. You just have to be you, and you got it. You got it already. And I hope that makes sense. Very nice. And then for your third eye chakra, beautiful. We have gratitude and the Queen of Voices. And this does remind me of mother and daughter. It could also be friends. Some of you may have had a surrogate, have adopted or been up for adoption. And I'm feeling, this chakra for you is very much in alignment. It's very strong because with the Queen of Voices, she's very intelligent, intuitive. She's on her stuff. She knows stuff. She's very clear and concise. And that has a lot to do with your mind as well. She's insightful. So I feel like the more grateful you are, and you may also be healing a relationship with a mother figure here. But that gratitude is really opening up your third eye. It's causing it to bloom. And it's drawing this love to you. I do feel like you have a soulmate. Some of you could be LGBTQ, but this is definitely, or this could be like a best friend. And I think that relationship also is helping you to open up your third eye. And I do think it's very open as well. And I do think in your friendships and your relationships and with your family members and all of those things, I think that's really helping you to get into alignment, having those healthy relationships and only focusing on those healthy relationships. You seem very, very insightful, very intelligent here with your third eye. And then we have instinct, and we have the Page of Cups for your crown chakra. And with instinct, it could go two ways. Our instincts they're basically for our survival, you know, but we also can develop our instincts through experiences. And so I think that's where common sense and also intuition are heightened. You may have different sides of your intuition and your instincts, and I think it's something that you're really developing. I feel like drinking water is going to be helpful for you, and allowing yourself to believe your instincts, because I feel like they're genuine and gentle and kind, and they are good. Yeah, so and you're a very instinctual person. So following that instinct, I think, is really important. Some of you could have, I'm not sure what it's called, but you can smell things. Maybe you smell the scent of a cologne that a past loved one used to wear, or some smoke from someone who smoked, or something. You can smell things, psychic smell. I'm not sure exactly the word for that. Maybe your heart space lights up when you really have an instinct. It's like you have this feeling of glowing in your heart. And that's really from the open crown chakra that you have. Because I do feel like your crown chakra is open. And there's many faces of it, many facets of your crown chakra. And I feel like light going into your crown chakra, like that, just light. Or maybe you do meditations like that, where you visualize the white light from the universe coming down through your crown chakra into your whole body. And I also think that's going to bring your chakras into alignment. All right, so I have 2 cards apiece for each of the chakras about, healing messages or things maybe that you should do. So messages from your chakras. This is from the Shine from the Inside Oracle. And for the root chakra, we have Embrace Your Inner Divine Goddess or God. From the sacral chakra, we have Change One Thing Today. Start small. For your solar plexus chakra, we have Ask for Help. It doesn't make you weak. And from your heart chakra, we have Believe in Yourself. Unleash your inner unicorn. For your throat chakra, we have Awaken your authentic self and be true to you. From your third eye chakra, we have Turn Lemons into Lessons. And for your crown chakra, we have Breathe in Bliss, Exhale Bullshit. Good message. From the Self-Care Oracle for the root chakra, we have card number 47, Sound Healing. The sacral chakra, we have card number 30, Look for Fairies. Solar plexus chakra. Did I say sacral chakra? Look for fairies. Solar plexus chakra, nourish your temple. And she's actually touching her solar plexus chakra there. So that makes sense. From the heart chakra, we have card number 21, drink tea. And then the throat chakra, card number 29, journal. From your third eye chakra, connect with crystals, card number 11. And finally, from the crown chakra, we have card number 20, dream journal. Are you sleeping? So very fitting. So for your root chakra, messages and advice, embrace your inner divine goddess and sound healing. I bet you there's some like find your inner goddess meditations along with sound healing, your inner god or goddess. That which is what is your inner divine goddess? That is what is beyond the physical. It's like the higher self, I'm kind of feeling. Like your higher self is kind of like your ideal self, and embracing who that is and really reflecting that and bringing that down into reality. And I do feel like those types of meditations are going to help that. And treat yourself like a god or a goddess. And I'm not saying with pride, obviously. I'm saying with, practical things too. Because this is going to be helpful for your root chakra. So with the foods you eat, the exercises you do, what would you do? How would you treat yourself if you believed in your divinity, And for your sacral chakra, that's your emotions, relationships, creativity, and sexuality. Look for fairies. So I'm feeling like you need to look for the magic. Look for the magic in life. Look for the magic. Not just, don't get overly familiar with the day-to-day. Look for the magic in the day-to-day world. Make magical the mundane. And change one thing today. Start small. I feel like a planner is going to help you to really engage your creativity, to engage your sexuality, your sexual energy, and maybe using a journal to create, to also plan, but making it creative, make it more useful and more fun to use. Put stuff in your journal to, find a way to look for magic or embrace or indulge in magic. Maybe do some dang magic yourself. And I think that's going to really help your creativity flow and your sexuality come into balance, and same with your emotions. And then we have, for the solar plexus chakra, ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. And that makes sense. And they're like holding each other, their arms around each other, and they're holding hands here regarding the solar plexus chakra. So yeah, it doesn't make you less than to depend on someone else ever. And maybe in your life you've had difficulty depending on other people. Maybe you've had issues with trust because people were untrustworthy. But if you have that one friend, even one person that you can trust, that that you can trust, and don't be afraid to ask them for help. You don't have to say, "Oh, help me," but hey, do you want to go hang out? Do you want to have a talk? Do you want to, something, whatever you need for yourself as a person. Don't be afraid to ask for it and go for it. And nourish your temple, and that has to do with your belly. Some of you may have digestive issues, and I'm thinking probiotics for some of you who may have digestive issues. Watching what you're eating, like noticing whether or not how foods affect you, and do things that make you feel good. What's authentic to you? You don't have to like what other people like. And if there is a food that's quote unquote healthy that you really just don't like to eat, don't freaking eat it. Because the solar plexus chakra is all about being authentic and being you and being confident in who you are and what you want, what you like, what you need. You. You know, it is ego as well, but the ego is necessary to an extent in this world to protect the self. The ego protects the self, okay? Now, the ego can get out of balance, but we're talking about in a healthy ego. And now for the heart chakra, we have believe in yourself, unleash your inner unicorn. Do you want to dye your hair a different color? It's also about that believing in magic and the mystical too. Also, I feel some of you may benefit from doing magic, doing mystical things, doing creative things. Look at those beautiful butterflies. If you have a butterfly exhibit somewhere, we had one here at the museum where there were live butterflies. Getting around that energy may be helpful for you as well. Dressing up, maybe dressing up as a magical creature for some of you might be fun and encourage your heart chakra. And drink tea. And I feel like with that drink tea is getting into those different herbs, maybe exploring different teas and a tea ritual for yourself, and really taking that time as a meditation of smelling the tea and really tasting it, feeling the warmth of the tea. Or if you do cold tea, the coolness of the tea, the sweetness, really closing your eyes and tasting the different notes of it, and really have it to be a self-care ritual. And I feel like that's something to heal your heart. And I'm feeling green because green is the color of the heart chakra. And so you have green and pink. So wearing green and pink is going to help your heart chakra and being surrounded by those colors. And for your throat chakra, we have journal, which is speaking your voice. So if the only way to speak your voice is writing it down, do it. And you have a couple of things with journal, like journal planning, journal creativity, and also writing, expressing your truth through writing, and journaling your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, whatever's on your mind. And I feel like that's going to help your throat chakra awaken your authentic self and be true to you. And I think that is going to help you awaken your authentic self. Maybe write down those things. Who am I? Who am I? Write down your characteristics, your strengths, what you feel your perceived weaknesses are, your beauty, what you like most about yourself. Really get into that. And you don't have to be defined. You can continue to grow and change and evolve. And, what you like today may not be what you like tomorrow. And that's fine. And now for the third eye chakra, we have turn lemons into lessons. And I do think that's something you do here, because you have such an open third eye. And I think you have done that. You've turned difficulties into wisdom, into intelligence, into knowing, into knowledge. And then we have connect with crystals. So you may want to connect with crystals for your third eye, to open up your third eye, have them around you. Amethyst crystals are some of the best for the third eye. You can research what else is. Incense for the third eye, things like that. And to really surround yourself with crystals. And that's a pretty simple message, right? Maybe get candles that have crystals in it, like manifestation candles with crystals. Wear some crystals, or things that you just really like, things that speak to you. And for your crown chakra, dream journal, that really goes in alignment with your crown chakra about your dreams. So first of all, it's telling me have a good sleep routine. Also, you may want to do some lucid dreaming techniques. Definitely, as soon as you wake up, have a dream journal by your bed. Write out your dreams. I do feel like there are messages there for you, and expansion messages. and messages from your inner self, your future self. I want to say your future self. And I think that's going to be really good for your crown chakra. Breathe in bliss, exhale bullshit. So breath work for you. So, and to envision breathing through your crown chakra. Breathe in bliss from the universe and exhale bullshit. Breathe in bliss from your crown. Exhale bullshit. And that is what we have for you, pile number 3. And I hope that inspired and encouraged you, gave you some insight. If that resonated with you, please put, let's see, what is your, I want to say put something pink or something magical. That's it. Put something magical in the comments and something that symbolizes magic to you. And subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel. Namaste.